Dr. Vanita Rattan. I'm a doctor, but I'm also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of colour. Right, so today's video is the ordinary skincare routine for 40s and 50s. As we age, our skin changes. The composition of our skin changes, the environment changes, especially over the decades, and so our skin behaves differently. Now, with skin of color, on top of that, it behaves differently to Caucasian skin, because with Caucasian skin, the melanocytes are small and they are difficult to trigger. You could literally burn the top layer of skin away and the skin will grow back beautifully. With skin of color, one scratch, one bite, or one burn, and we hyperpigment. Our melanocytes are large and they are easily triggered. This means we have to be a lot more cautious with our skincare than Caucasians do. And unfortunately, the vast majority of skincare was made for Caucasian skin, not for skin of color. And this is why this channel exists, just to help you navigate skincare, what to buy and what to avoid. As you know, none of my videos have ever been sponsored and they will never be sponsored. This is a video library for my skin of color family. If you haven't already clicked subscribe, please do now. I'm in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single video. So I'm here to help you live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. You get to see a lot more of the behind the scenes information. I've got 2 accounts, Skincare by Dr. V and Dr. Vanita Rattan. And also on TikTok, where I basically do a lot more teaching, but in a more of a snippet form. And that's Dr. Vanita Rattan too. So please do follow that. Okay, right. So what are the main issues? What happens with your skin as we age? Number one, we have less ceramides in our skin. That means our skin's able to hold less water. Our skin feels tighter and drier. This means our skin then starts to look duller. Because if you imagine the way the skin is, water molecules in between the skin layers is what makes your skin look like it's glowing and hydrated. Once you lose that water, those skin cells compact, and these are highly pigmented skin cells now compacting, making the skin look duller. And this is why for skin of color, we get dry, dull skin with hyperpigmentation as we age, whereas these aren't really the main concerns for Caucasian skin. They tend to wrinkle faster. We tend to wrinkle slower, but it does tend to be also one of the additional concerns. So we will be talking about how to tackle that as well. And then also your skin changes. Premenopausal and postmenopausal hair and skin are changing. So I'm going to do a whole hair care series for you later. If you want me to do that also through the decades, it might be helpful because your hair follicles change with age. And so just tell me how you want me to do the hair care series, what specific questions you have with hair care, because it really isn't one size fits all. We do need to be doing different things. I would do a different routine for my 8-year-old daughter as I would do for my 20-year-old cousin, as I would do for me in my 30s, as I would do for my grandma in her 80s, you know. So we've all got different routines, and I'm happy to do it via the decades or however you want me to do it. So just write down your hair care series videos that you need to make and I will absolutely do that for you. Right, so today's video we're going to go into the key actives, how to layer them, mistakes made. If that sounds like a good idea to you, give me a thumbs up. Let's dive right in. Okay, so let's start off with the key actives. So you want tyrosinase inhibitors because they're slowing down the rate of melanin production. So it's great for hyperpigmentation. The ones that I love are that the ordinary have are alpha arbutin, and niacinamide does a similar thing. We do want to include ceramides into our skincare because, again, we have less than Caucasian skin, but also we lose them as we age. We want to include humectants, which are water magnets, and occlusives, which basically smooth over the edges of the skin and seal water into the skin. So you get less transepidermal water loss, water evaporation from the skin. We want to use anti-inflammatories because our skin is under constant assault. UV radiation assaults our skin. Pollution assaults our skin. Cold air assaults our skin. Central heating, air conditioning, you name it, everything is basically an assault on our skin. So we do want anti-inflammatories and we want antioxidants because anything that assaults our skin leads to free radicals forming in our skin, which basically damages collagen and leads to premature aging. And I've just turned 38 years old and I'm doing everything in my power to protect my skin from these free radicals. So antioxidants are your best friend. Also, don't forget, as we age, our cell turnover becomes slower, and so we want to use vitamin A in order to increase cell turnover. So we have those nice, delicious, plump, juicy skin cells coming to the surface, rather than taking ages to come to the surface and then they're scraggly by the time they get there. And then you wonder why skin looks dull. Younger skin looks like it's glowing and plump. And that's why we want them to come to the skin surface faster. We also want to stimulate collagen, and this is why I love peptides. I love tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate. It's fat soluble vitamin C, which helps to stimulate collagen. I love exfoliation as well, because it means better penetration of actives into the skin, but you have to do it safely or it can lead to more pigmentation. So that's I've done a whole video for you on that, but that's important. And of course, sunscreen. There is no point doing any of this if you're not wearing sunscreen. Honestly, it's just a waste of money, because UV is so damaging that there are no actives in the world that are going to repair your skin. Prevention is the best form of cure. So sunscreen, honestly, from 6 months old, our babies should be wearing sunscreen. They shouldn't be in our situation. I wasn't wearing sunscreen for the first 2 decades of my life, and then I wonder why I'm getting early melasma in my late 20s. I don't want that for my children. My kids have both got their own sunscreen in there. They've got on the side of their door, they have their own skincare on the way to school. They moisturize, they put their sunscreen on, they put their lip balm on. And that is just part of the routine. It's part their own empowerment, because I can't do everything for them, but it has to be just like brushing your teeth, Sunscreen from day dot is essential. And if you haven't been wearing sunscreen till now, it's not too late to start, but you have to start, because it actually, as time goes on, the impact of UV on the skin gets worse, because our skin just doesn't have the resources to replenish as fast as it did when we were children. So start today. If you have not been wearing sunscreen till now is the universe giving you a sign to purchase sunscreen. As you know, my favorite sunscreen is, of course, Inzincable SPF50. I'm wearing it right now. It gives you that glow. It's a mineral sunscreen, 100% mineral, doesn't go into the bloodstream, gives you no white cast. You can put your makeup on top, and it's got a Mela shield in it too, which helps with hyperpigmentation, specifically for skin of color. So I made it specifically for skin of color, and the link to this is down below. Now, there are a few changes that happen with age. Number one, your skin gets thinner as we get older, and so it becomes more translucent. You have more hair loss, not just from your head, but actually from your whole body. Your skin can start to feel more sensitive with time as well. And this is why you definitely need to avoid irritants in your skincare. Avoid denatured alcohol, fragrance, and essential oils in all of your products, especially as we age. So you know that Estee Lauder, the double serum that everybody loves, a concentrate, that's loaded with fragrance. It's been marketed to to people who are over 30, but actually, as we age, our skin can't tolerate fragrance, and so definitely you need to avoid it as we age. Now, just before menopause, 2 things can happen. You can either go down the route and get rosacea, or you may get breakouts. I'm going to do a whole video just dedicated to pre-menopause, because it's slightly different to the whole 40s and 50s decade. If that's something you want, can you write down the word yes below? Now, my favorite brands that are NAFE safe are The Ordinary, The Inky List, Face Theory, but make sure you use their fragrance-free side. Paula's Choice, I love. I've done lots of series for you on Paula's Choice. Drunk Elephant, again, some products I love, some are not good for skin of color, so watch my Drunk Elephant video. And of course, the whole Dr. Mito Rattan brand. So here we've got the Dr. Mito Rattan brand, and right now I exfoliated last night with Exfoliate to Glow, and I'm wearing Cera-Pep Moisturiser this morning. So these are designed for skin of color, and again, the link is down below. Now, as we age, diet is also important. So you need to be eating more antioxidant foods, so things that have more color in them. So blueberries, just make it a daily habit to have a bowl full of blueberries. Beetroot is another excellent one. Make broccoli part of basically every dinner. So just know you're getting in your antioxidants, because that's the best form of consuming antioxidants. Next thing you really want to do as we age, unfortunately, is eat less sugar. I love sugar. I'm a sugar addict. I know this, and I am announcing to the world I'm a sugar addict. But basically, it leads to glycation. It forms a covalent bond with your collagen, and so your collagen becomes stiff. Once your collagen becomes stiff, it's irreversible, and so you don't get that bounce back and that suppleness that we have with youth. And it just gets worse with age. So try and avoid sugar and processed foods as we age. Supplements are great. Now, when you're picking your collagen, for example, I you know, I'm a bit of an extremist, and so I make everything for myself. I literally went and formulated my own collagen drink, and it's a marine-based collagen, 8 grams for my skin, for skin of color. Skin of color, we need slightly different supplements. For me, I need vitamin D, I need vitamin C, I need niacinamide. There are certain ingredients and hyaluronic acid, because we have less ceramides in our skin. There's certain ingredients that we need in our supplements that actually Caucasians, it's not such a big problem for them. And because it didn't exist, I basically just made it for myself. You know, now that I'm talking about it, do you want me to make the collagen drink for you as well? Because it tends to start off this way, that I make something for myself, and if I talk about it, sometimes people say, oh, can you do that for us too? If you don't want it, that's fine too, and no problem. But if you do want my collagen drink and you want me to make that something that's part of what I do and put it on our website, can you write it down below too? So I know that's something that you want. Okay, in terms of other things that you want in your supplements, you want zinc, you want other antioxidants such as vitamin E2. So antioxidants are really your best friend. Right, now the bit you're really here for. Dr. V, what is the ordinary skincare routine? Just tell me. Okay, so here we go. AM routine. You start off with your Squalane cleanser. It's a humectant and it's non-stripping. So you want your skin to feel supple after you've washed it. It's a mistake to feel like it's dry after you've washed it. The second product I would recommend is the niacinamide 10%, because it's water-based. Don't forget, with The Ordinary, you have to start with water-based products first. And then I would also add in matrixyl peptide, which is also water-based. The third product I would layer on top is the NMF Natural Moisturising Factor. It's in emulsion, so it has to go on top of the serums. And then, of course, your SPF 50. Now, The Ordinary doesn't do an SPF 50, and I tend to recommend mineral-based anti-aging, anti-pigmentation sunscreens. And I've done a whole video on that if you want to go and have a look at that too. As you know, of course, I made Inzincable SPF 50 specifically for skin of color. So if you haven't tried it yet, please do try it, and the link is down below. Okay, so the PM routine: wash with your Squalane cleanser. If you've been wearing makeup all day, and of course you've been wearing your sunscreen all day, I would double cleanse with the same wash. I tend to prefer oil, then a micellar gel wash to remove the oil-based dirt, and then the water-based dirt. But actually, they don't have a double cleanser for The Ordinary, so all you've got really is their Squalane cleanser, and I would just use it twice. If you are looking for a double cleanser, the Dr. Vanita Rattan range has got the oil melting cleanser followed by the micellar gel wash. So it really does just depend on, you know, what you want. Then go in with your tyrosinase inhibitors. So use your alpha arbutin from The Ordinary, followed by your retinol 0.5% in Squalane, because it's anhydrous, so it has to go on top of alpha arbutin. The way The Ordinary layering is, it's quite strict actually compared to other brands. Followed by your NMF. Ideally, I would want you to add ceramides or peptides to the moisturizer. So, for example, I love CeraVe. Obviously, the Cera-Pep moisturizer, which I'm wearing right now. But either way, ceramides are something that we want in our skincare because we have less as we age. I'd also recommend that you top up with the Marula oil or their rosehip oil, because you want to create a barrier on top. One thing you're going to find is, as you age, your pores look bigger and your skin feels drier in the morning. It's because your skin is not hydrated well enough. And unfortunately, central heating plus air conditioning both make the situation worse. I do love a good humidifier, especially as we age, because you want water to be attracted to the water magnets in your skincare from outside, and your skin will really thank you the next day. Exfoliate once a week with their lactic acid 5%. It's actually very hydrating and it's a good percentage to work at, but make sure you're doing it on a non-retinol day. So you don't want to put two irritating things on your skin at the same time. So give your skin a break from retinol one day and use the lactic acid 5%. If melasma is an issue, which does happen with skin of color with age, please do watch my melasma video specifically for melasma for skin of color, and I go through the step-by-step routine for that. Don't forget to join our brand new Facebook group called Dr. V sock family, Skin of Color family. Please do follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, download your free guide for Skin of Color, and we have a huge announcement coming on the 9th of November, and I would love to see if you guys might know what it is. I've been keeping a huge secret for a whole year, and it really did kill me because, you know, I love to tell you every single little thought that, you know, enters my mind. So this one was tough. So yeah, I can't wait to announce it because it's going to revolutionize the skincare industry for skin of color. It's going to empower you, it's going to give you the power back, and it's going to be great for our children for generations. So I can't wait to announce it. So please do make sure you do come and see us on the 9th of November on any of my channels, because I will be talking about it on YouTube, on Instagram, and on TikTok. Don't forget, I'm in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single video, so do hit that notification bell. Bye.